So closing documents, everybody's favorite portion of the closing cycle, right? But it is very important. So what we want to make sure we do here is have you understand what documents our processing team needs internally so that we can clear a file and be ready for closing on your estimated close date, which we do mark down internally. The most important thing you can do here, number one, pay the appraiser, right? That's the only fee you're paying up front. You're paying the appraiser so that they can do their job and conduct the appraisal report. Once that's done, work with your processor to get those docs in. Now, we're not looking at your tax returns. We don't care about debt to income, right? We're looking for basic documents, 2-month bank statement, credit authorization, so we're allowed to run credit. We never do that up front. We trust but verify, so you'll get a term sheet, and then we move through the verification process. So fill out that credit authorization. Provide your processor with the draw schedule that breaks down the order of your construction. Do not wait till the last minute for that. Work with your loan officer and processor there. And make sure that, most importantly, you're providing the title binder early. Now, in order for us to review and clear the title binder, you just have to pay the processing and legal fee. It's all going to be lumped into the closing costs. These aren't additional. Your loan officer will go over it before you actually submit the deal. It will be on your term sheet. But pay the processing and legal fee once you're ready for us to review and clear title. That can be a delay because we're relying on a third party, which is a title company. We want to make sure we get that cleared right away, so by the time you send in your bank statements, your credit authorization, we're going to be clear to close. Another important item, another important document is GC license and insurance. We just want to make sure you're using a licensed and insured GC, especially in your first project. You might be a licensed and insured GC, and if you're an experienced investor, we can use that. Again, we just want to make sure you're doing the project properly and we're scaling the right way. Bank statements are very simple. There's no seasoning requirement. They can be business or personal. We just want to make sure that the money is in an account that you own and that you have the right amount of cash to close, which is going to be your down payment, your closing costs, and reserves. Reserves are not collected. They're just additional funds we want to make sure you have so we know you can get the project off the ground, pay a couple months of interest. Again, no seasoning requirement on the money. Doesn't matter if it's in business or personal. Get those documents to your processor as quickly as possible, especially for a tight time frame closing. Same applies on the 30-year side. You're going to work with your dedicated processor. Most important thing I have to stress, provide them with the credit authorization because that lets them start the actual file. Credit authorization on the 30-year side is very important, especially in an environment where rates are fluctuating on a month-to-month basis. Get them the credit authorization, get them the docs that we need to close so we can actually close for you within 30 to 40 days.